Right, students, this is lesson 4.5, writing a function rule. Our objective is for you to learn how to write equations that represent functions and to start using function notation. So go ahead and do the review. You can check back for your answers. You would read that as h of g, which means that h is a function of g, where h is the dependent variable and g is the independent variable. That one is an equation in function notation. Costs 25 cents, circle the function. Right here represents a cost function where the independent variable is the number of teachers you buy. All right, Carolyn has 420 CDs in her collection. Each month she adds 12 more CDs to her collection. What equation is the function rule that represents this situation? Now, our goal isn't to learn how to write equations. I think we already know that. It's how to write them as a function rule. And this is important because knowing what a function is, once you get into your higher level math classes, you'll always be using functions. And also, during your state testing, the standards require that you understand function notation and function rules. So Carolyn has 420 CDs in her collection. Each month she adds 12 more CDs to her collection. All right, we're going to use T for our function for the total CDs. Now, the total CDs are a function of the number of months. So the independent variable is the number of months. The dependent variable is T. So, and we can think of it this way, the total CDs is 420 plus 12 times the number of months. And we can write that as a function rule like this, T being our function. And we use the parentheses for a function that doesn't mean multiply. It means we're displaying our independent variable. And in this case, we're going to use M for months. And so that total is equals 420 plus 12M. 12 times M. So, if you want to pause right here and check back with your answers. All right, an archery club charges an annual membership fee of $65 plus $2 per visit. Write a function rule for the total cost of belonging to the club. For V visits. So this is the cost function. So I think I'm going to use, well, we can use C for cost if we want. We can use T for total cost. So in this case, the cost of a membership is a function of the number of visits. So we can think of that as cost is 65 plus 2 times the number of visits. And we can represent that cost. Our cost function is a function of the number of visits. So C of B is equal to 65 plus 2 times B. And now, if we want to evaluate that for 15 times, in function notation, wrong number. So C of 15 represents the cost for 15 visits. It's shorthand for writing that, and we can evaluate that just by substituting 15 for B in our equation. So we want to do 2 times 15, and that's equal to 65 plus 30, which is 95. So if you use the club 15 times a year, it will cost you $95. Write a function rule for the area of a rectangle whose length is 3 more than the width. What is the area of the rectangle when its width is 7? To do that, we're going to use this area length times width. We're going to change it a little. The area is going to be a function of the width. So we're going to let W be our width. And we're going to write the length using the width. And since the length is 3 more than the width, we can just write W plus 3. We're going to draw a picture that would look like this. And then the area is equal to the length times the width. So our area as a function of the width is equal to W plus 3 times W. Another way we could write that, if we use the distributive property and distribute the W here, we could also write area as a function of the width is equal to W times W, which is W squared plus 3W. Either way. And now we want to find the area when the width is 7. So there's our function notation for substituting 7 for the area. And we're going to use, I think I'm going to use the second equation here. So I'm going to do 7 squared plus 3 times 7. And that's equal to 49 plus 21. And that's equal to 7. So we have an area of 7 square inches. All right. second power. Is this function linear or nonlinear? So our function is e squared plus. That's the end of the video. See you tomorrow.